On a regular Saturday afternoon, the city breaks into complete chaos when you hear on the radio a massive armed robbery is going down on 42nd Street. You suit up, reload your web shooters, and have one foot out the window when your bedroom door slams open and Auntie May screams at you.
Playing dress up again, nah, Biawa, nah. Finish the Kumon, your piano lessons start at 3 and you cannot be late again.
Auntie May watches as you sit your ass back down and turn your graphing calculator on before she leaves the room. This is the life of Asian Spider-Man. Crime fighting has not been the same this past week. After getting a B+ on your AP chemistry exam, Auntie May and Uncle Chen grounded your ass and took away all your electronics, except the cheap radio that you hide under your bed to secretly listen to police reports. Your grades have been dropping ever since you were bit by that radioactive spider and became a part-time superhero. And after catching you trying to sneak out a couple times in a red and blue onesie to try and spin webs and climb walls, they are highly considering sending you to psychiatrists in fear that you may be developing some sort of mental illness. Just kidding, Asian families do not believe in mental illness, nor do they trust Western medicine. Instead, they sit you down and start grilling you.
Peter, superhero work is not stable career. It will not carry family legacy. Why can't you be more like cousin Ned? He never get B, always get the A. Now he just graduated the MIT and doing the computer science for Tony Stark.
Uncle Chen takes a deep breath, puts his hand on your shoulder, and says,
Peter, you're a smart boy. And with great power comes great family responsibility. You must take your studies seriously.
After you nod your head reluctantly, they smile, bring you a plate of garlic-flavored watermelon, and finally leave you alone. Later that night, you try falling asleep, but can't. You feel like there's so much more out there in the world, and the thought of giving up on your dreams is eating you alive. You peek in to make sure Auntie May and Uncle Chen are fast asleep, and you sneak out of the house to get some fresh air. As you walk the quiet streets of New York City, you receive an underground WeChat advertisement notification, which reads, WrestleMania tonight. Defeat the Bone Crusher, win $3,000. Your eyes light up, and you swing to the arena as fast as you can. Little did you know, Uncle Chen is lurking in the shadows, secretly following right behind you. You enter the arena as a challenger, and need a stage name outside of Spider-Man. You originally were going to be the Human Spider, but that's quite boring, so you end up choosing the Shanghai Spider, which has a nicer ring to it. You enter the cage and are met with a 300-pound mean-looking muscular wrestler, nicknamed Bonesaw, but you're not in the tiniest bit phased. After years of Kumon being compared to brighter kids in your classroom, Asian aunties asking you every week, do you have a girlfriend, and weekends wasted on SAT preparation, your mental fortitude cannot be broken. You punch, kick, crawl, and swing your way to victory, defeating Bonesaw in just one round. As you stand over his body and have your hand raised by the referee, you hear the arena erupt, chanting your name. You have never felt so recognized, so appreciated, so happy. And in that moment, you knew that this was your calling in life. Except, there was one problem. You enter the promoter's office and he hands you a wad of cash. Except it isn't for $3,000 like advertised, it's for $100. The promoter tells you to scram, saying you don't deserve $3,000 because you didn't make the fight entertaining enough. You're furious, and even after trying to negotiate like you do in Chinatown street markets buying lettuce and carrots, the promoter does not budge. You storm out of the office, and as you're about to leave through the elevator, an armed robber runs past you carrying the promoter's money. The security guard screams at you to stop him. You're about to. But as he's running towards you, you analyze the way he's running. His body, his face underneath the mask. And you realize he looks just like your cousin Ned. You're stunned, and everything happens so fast that you couldn't respond. The robber swiftly steps into the elevator, gives you a nod, and exits. 1,000,000 thoughts run through your head, and above all of them is how your picture-perfect A+ cousin might be living a life of lies. To get answers, you kick open the fire escape exit and jump down the stairs to chase the robber. But before you can exit the arena, you see a car blazing across the streets and the robber driving wildly while screaming, I turn now, good luck everybody else. The robber escapes, but left a trail of destruction, full of crashed cars, tire trails, and broken lampposts. And at the corner of your eye, you see Uncle Chen lying beside your family's 2004 Toyota Camry, motionless, bleeding, and surrounded by a group of strangers. You shove the crowd aside and get down on your knees. Uncle Chen puts his hand on your heart and gives you a smile. And you put your hands on his hand, teardrops trickling down your cheeks and falling onto his arms. Uncle Chen whispers,
Remember, Peter, with great power comes great family responsibility.
You smile back at him and say, I love you, Uncle Chen. I love you. Uncle Chen says nothing back and just smiles, until his arm goes limp and his hand turns cold.